can't even take the thing out of that thing
There you
now.
go. You should be live now. Back to Zoom. Then the kid.
Mm-hmm.
All
All
right.
right, that goes to the back.
All right. Good
Just
evening.
order
Good evening.
for
Good evening.
five.
Just setting up a little bit here. All right. There we go. We're all set, babe. All right. Good evening, and welcome to another segment of Awareness Wednesday Prime Time. We're your host, Reginald Victoria Flanagan. So welcome, you guys. I appreciate you being here. You guys surely make it worth it. So before we get into our detailed information for tonight, I'm going to pass this over to the urchin, our certified health coach, Mrs. Victoria Flanagan, who's going to give information on why she feels this platform is so important to her and why she continues to push forward to make this happen and spreading the good information. Victoria, take it away.
I just think the platform is important because we have to continue to share. We find something that's really good and important. I think we should definitely share it if it's going to help. So that's why I love doing what I do.
I definitely agree with that. Absolutely.
Got to get it out more, but we're going to keep doing what we're doing.
Yep, it's going to connect to the ones that need to hear it. So welcome
Absolutely.
again. So before we get into it, there is so much going on around the world. You can see it. Things is all over the place. I mean, it's in an uproar. It's just sad to see where we are today. But you know what? We have to keep focused and keep moving forward and keep God in front of everything, and we're all going to be okay.
Absolutely.
Because with all the issues that are taking place with high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, obesity, even this topic of discussion tonight, we're talking about loneliness around this time of the season. I mean, it's real. It's real stuff. But you know what? We are a health and wellness company, and we have products that can help and aid in so many different issues.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? The key to it is to use it. But one more thing you need to add is exercise, eating right, and having that connection with someone. If it's not a significant other, just having conversation with someone, and you don't have to always be sheltered or be alone. You don't have to do this by yourself. All right, that's what we say. So with that, let's go into our topic, which is serving God with healthy mind, body, and spirit. And our scripture, beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth. That's 3 John 1 and 2. Our subject is loneliness. There are so many people who are going through that, especially around this time. They really start to feel it. A loved one, a significant other that they don't have to share their love with. But you know what? You got somebody out there. We're here. You can reach, just say, I love you. Just reach out and say, you know what? Let me give you a hug. There's something there we can always help to help conquer that loneliness feeling, right? Right, Victoria? I mean, pretty much the same.
I fully agree.
All right, so I'm going to pass it over to the urchin, the certified health coach, our very own Mrs. Victoria Flanagan, give you information on loneliness. Let's take it away, loneliness. Let me do the disclaimer first. Let's get that out the way. We do have a disclaimer. The Power Couple of Health. This program offers health and nutritional information and is designed for educational purposes only. You should not rely on this information as a substitute for, nor does it replace, professional medical or psychological advice, diagnose, or treatment. None of these statements made have been reviewed or approved by the FDA, our Food and Drug Administration. We're all going to be speaking about some products that may help with the situation of loneliness, and we do have a disclaimer for that as well. The products we're going to be speaking about have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, not designed to mitigate, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. But all we do know, by our opinion, we have the best nutritional products on this side of heaven. As our business partner, Minister Bennett Terrell out of Mississippi, always states. That's our mantra. We truly believe that. So with that, Victoria, take it away.
I thank you, sir. It's
You're
just
quite welcome.
it's always a pleasure just to sit next to him, my partner in crime over here. I mean, going in this year will be 46 years we've been together, and it's been a ride. I mean, the highs, the lows, the ins, the outs. Just as parents alone, we've been through it and seen the majority of it, and still going through it. But just having that camaraderie,
And
that love, that connection, it just means everything. And everybody doesn't have that. So if you do have it, you definitely want to take good advantage of it. Don't take advantage of that significant other. Don't just push them to the side, because you got to be very careful who you push away, because they might not come back. So you just have to be very, very intentional about giving your love away. So I chose this topic, loneliness, because of Valentine's Day is coming up this weekend. And everybody doesn't have a Valentine. I understand that. So we are here to share some things with you. The topic of loneliness, it has become an epidemic. in every age group. This is a report. I've done it last year, the beginning of last year, and I thought I would bring it back again at this time of Valentine's Day. And that's why we're in red, because we're in love with each other. But loneliness, there's 52 million people who suffer from loneliness. Just remember that number, 52 million people. You are not alone that suffers from loneliness. Like I said, the report is going to tell you can walk into a room or be at a party and still feel lonely. It happens. It happens to everybody. Everybody goes through this at some point in time in their life. So here's our report on loneliness. It says it affects 52 million people. It is an unpleasant emotional response to perceived isolation. Loneliness is also described as a social pain, a psychological mechanism which motivates people to seek social connection. We were meant to connect to each other. It is often associated with a perceived lack of connection and intimacy. Loneliness overlaps, and yet it's distinct form of solitude. Solitude is simply the state of being apart from others. Not everyone experiences solitude, feels lonely. Some people like their isolation.
True that, they do.
And that is very much, very true. Absolutely. So it states that as a subjective emotion, loneliness can be felt even when a person is surrounded by other people. There is a distinction between being alone and feeling lonely. Loneliness can be short term or it can be long term. If either case, it can be intense and it can be painful.
Absolutely.
So the studies have shown, these are some studies they did from the blue zones. If you know anything about the blue zones, these are the people that live past 100. And they live past 100 because they have that connection. They get out, they do things, they stay active, they exercise, they eat right, they get out and do what they need to do to keep that connection going. And that's why they live as long as they do.
Exactly right.
So it says studies show claims that loneliness can make a person more susceptible to dementia and schizophrenia. That depression caused by extreme loneliness can cause people to become suicidal. That has happened as well. People who report greater loneliness are less likely to take good care of their personal health, such as though exercise and abstaining from smoking. Lack of connection can increase your risk of premature death to levels compatible to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. That's how deep this loneliness can go. It's just like you smoked a half a pack of cigarettes. It will affect your body to that manner. So there is an epidemic of loneliness and isolation. There was a whole report on it on the newspaper that I see, an AARP newspaper.
Oh, it was in there?
That it's an epidemic. Loneliness and isolation is an epidemic. And it finds that even before COVID-19 pandemic, about half of the United States adults reported experiencing measurable levels of loneliness. I mean, the COVID, that didn't help any because we had the shelter in place. You couldn't do anything, couldn't go anywhere, so you were stuck in the house by yourself. So it says the physical consequences of poor connection can be devastating, including 29% increased risk of heart disease. It says 32% increase of stroke. We talked about that last week, heart disease and stroke. And 50% increased risk of developing dementia. You've got to keep your mind going on something. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. It truly is. It says that developing dementia for your older adults. They said the age of 15, between 15 and 24, who had 70% less social, get out and mix and mingle, interaction with their friends, 15 to 24. They're not even mixing mingling with their friends because everybody is on their phone doing what they need to be doing,
and that's the
on
problem.
their phones.
That's the problem.
Still, they say young adults twice as lonely as the elders. Young adults, these are your ones in your 20s, are twice as lonely as the elderly. They're crying for their people, friends that move away. It says, be kind to yourself. Being in a room full of people and you still feel alone. People in the chats, such a disconnect because people don't know how to connect. Because I was saying you got to just put the phone down long enough to have a conversation. When you go out to lunch or go out to brunch, just put your phones away and talk, eye to eye contact. Have that one-on-one conversation. It says the loneliness epidemic is an ongoing trend of loneliness and social isolation experienced by people in the United States and globally. It began in 2010 and was exacerbated by the isolation effects of social distancing, staying at home orders, and deaths among the COVID-19 pandemic. So loneliness is detrimental to your mental and physical health. I was saying that this morning during the COVID, a lot of people went out and got pets.
They did.
They went out and they got a dog, they got a cat, they got a bird, something that they can, interact with in their house.
Because that increased their level of loneliness because they had nowhere to go. They
Nowhere to go, couldn't do anything. Exactly. So it says the U.S. Surgeon General declared a national loneliness and social isolation an epidemic because of the number of people that were complaining about loneliness. It has become an epidemic. So it says, warning that about half of the United States adults are experiencing considerable levels of loneliness. It's happening everywhere. Day, every single day. You are not alone.
Right.
Most people will get lonely at some point in their life, but you can do better. There's things that you can do, and we're going to continue to talk about it in this report. Right. It says loneliness can have a crippling effect on your body and your mind. I was saying you talked about mindset this past weekend on boot camp. Your mind is everything. Joyce Myers, I watch in the morning, the preacher I watch in the morning, she was talking about mindset just this morning. So your mind it can play tricks on you, and it can really affect your mind being lonely. It won't just make you miserable, but loneliness can kill you. You hear me? Loneliness can kill you. And that's why it is a crisis. It is a crisis. It says, what is loneliness? It occurs when the connection of a person needs in life are greater than the connections that they have. There are three types of loneliness. You got psychological loneliness, social loneliness, and extensional loneliness. So it says some may experience psychological loneliness when they don't feel like they have anyone that they can confide in and they can trust. That is so serious. I said you got to be careful who you share your information with because they can throw it back in your face or use it to their advantage. It's just the times that we live in. Exactly. Right. So you got to really study people before you start pouring your heart out to somebody. And then they say social loneliness. The feeling systematically includes because of the characteristics, including the gender, the race, or the disability. That's social connections. You know, some people will be standoffish because they might have a disability or something. So they're not as likely to come up and talk to you because they
think you're going to talk about them.
They think they're going to be judged. Yeah, exactly. The next one is extensional loneliness. That's or your spiritual loneliness comes from feeling disconnected from oneself. Got to get back in the good book, family. Got to get back in the good book. God can heal anywhere you hurt. It's in the book. Get the book. Get in the book. Some people can have all three of these at the same time: psychological, social, and extensional loneliness, all at the same time. So loneliness is experienced throughout a person's lifespan, and it can spiral as a result of trauma, illness, or the effects of aging. You know, when people get a certain age, you know, they push them to the side. You know, grandma don't know what she's talking about. She losing her mind. She repeating herself. So you start isolating people out of your life. And that's sad as well. You got people that put their parents in these homes, and they don't go back.
They sure don't.
So most elderly, they will die from loneliness. Nobody cares. Nobody's coming to visit. Nobody's reaching out. So that is definitely a thing. We know for sure that that's happening. So it also says technology taking the place of human interactions. So, which helps explain why young people report the highest rates of loneliness. That's technology. Everything is on their phones.
Everything.
They do everything from their phones. I
No
said if
social connection,
at
no
all.
nothing. It's
If the
all phone.
grids go down, they're
They in
gonna lose
trouble.
their
In
mind for
fact,
real.
when they went down temporarily with AT, I think it was AT&T,
And they lost their
and they
mind
lost their mind
temporarily for a couple hours.
for a
Didn't know
couple,
what to
for
do.
almost a day, but they lost it.
They really did. They
Mm-hmm.
lost it. They just don't have that connection on how to connect, how to start that conversation, or
Right.
even just keep the communication going. And that's what's lacking of our
And that's
younger
for real.
adults. And it's a sad thing.
And you
It
know
truly
it's a
is.
loss when you got a group of kids sitting around the same table, but yet they texting one another at the table that they're
Yeah,
sitting around.
we've seen that happen.
Yes, we have.
That's
Will you look at this?
uh-huh. Uh-huh. It
Unbelievable.
says a Harvard study, a Harvard survey, Harvard University survey conducted a study in 2020 found that 61% of adults from 18 to 25 report feeling serious loneliness compared to 39% across the general population. That's big, y'all. That is really huge. It says other populations that report a high prevalence of loneliness and isolations include people in the poor, that's with poor physical or mental health, disabilities, financial insecurities, and those who live alone, single parents, or other populations. You got single parents. I was saying when now that you got an empty nest, the kids went off to college and you just walking from room to room looking at each other crazy, crazy. So there is a form of loneliness with that as well. But it happens to everybody. Everybody goes through that phase.
Mm-hmm.
But what I was saying this morning, just don't get stuck there. Don't get stuck in the yuck. Find something to pull yourself up out of that. Because you can fall into an abyss and you can fall fast.
Mm-hmm.
And just not, nobody's checking on you, so nobody's going to know that you fell, that you're just sinking further and further down in that. So this is why you got to reach out to people that you care about. So it says as an American population becomes older and sicker with chronic diseases, the loneliness numbers have increased. Nobody wants to be around a sick person. And that's really sad. Common causes: moving to a new city can be a form of loneliness, starting a new job, leaving a relationship, living alone, starting a family, or having your own lifestyle change, working several jobs, not enough time to have meaningful relationships. So there's a lot of factors. If you're lonely, you might experience some of the following. These are some of the signs that you could be lonely. Physical symptoms like sleep issues. You got sleep apnea. You're tossing and turning all night. You're watching TV. You just can't get any rest. That can be a physical symptoms of loneliness. Having muscle aches and pains or feeling fatigued and headaches. That could be from loneliness. You didn't do nothing all day and now you're in the bed and you still can't get any rest. You're tossing and turning.
Mind just going.
Your mind just going. That's that, what you call it, mind chatter.
Yeah.
The next one is mental health issues like anxiety, panic attacks, paranoia, mental health diagnosis. That will play on your psyche big time if you let it. You're constantly repeating things over and over in your head. It will drive you crazy for real. And then you really will start, questioning your own psyche. Am I crazy? I don't know. Am I crazy? Is that why people don't want to be around me because I'm crazy? You'll start to question yourself. So you got to get out of that funk. You really do. The next one, it could be a sign of low motivation. You just don't have any motivation to get up and do anything.
None.
So that could be a sign of your loneliness. That's why I say just don't get stuck there. Don't get stuck in the yuck. The next one is emotional issues like sadness, grief, jealousy, or resentment. All of those could bring you down as well. You being jealous of somebody across the street, you don't know why or how they got what they got. So how you going to be jealous of somebody and you don't know the whole story?
And don't know them.
Or don't know them, exactly. So you just got to, live your own life. Live for yourself.
It's Stop, comparing yourself to others.
Don't
Can't do that.
compare yourself to
Don't do
others.
that.
I think that's in the report too. The
Mm-hmm.
next one is losing your appetite or emotional eating. That can play on your psychic as well, where you just don't want to eat nothing at all. Maybe I don't have any friends because I'm too big. I'm just not going to eat. Or you can wind up eating emotionally and eating too much. Now you're over 300 pounds, and he's like, I can't go out like this. I don't want anybody to see me like this. It's a slippery slope either way you look at this. So you got to find your passion about yourself. It says thinking about suicide. That's another one. Who's going to miss me if I'm gone? The
Right.
same issues will play over and over in your head. And if you're having any suicidal thoughts, there's a number you can call. It's called 988. It's a suicide hotline. If you just need somebody to talk to, don't be ashamed. They are there. That's what the number is there for.
And it's live voices.
24 hours, 7 days a week. Somebody will pick up on that other
Absolutely
line
right.
if you need somebody to talk to. The next one is self-medicating with substances or drinking more alcohol than usual or than you usually would, or engaging in drug use. You don't want to go that route either, because the more you drink, you're drinking at home, you're drinking by yourself, so you're going to wind up drinking a little more than you would usually drink. Or you're looking to find some substances, some drugs to take. And I'm telling you, once you come down out that high or out those clouds, the loneliness is still going to be there. It's still going to be there. So don't try to escape through drugs and alcohol. That's just not the answer.
It's just a Band-Aid.
That's
as soon
all
as that
it
wears
is.
off, you're right back, if not
You're
worse.
right back there. So how to overcome loneliness? I'm glad you asked, because I had a whole printout here that I printed out. How to overcome loneliness and make those connections. So it says, while loneliness can be difficult and uncomfortable to feel, it can also be a helpful signal that you need to get up and do something different. I know right now the temperature here in Jersey is cold. It has been cold. Over the weekend, I think it got down to 5.
And it felt like -5.
Who's going out in that? If you don't have to work,
miles an hour.
see what I'm saying? If you don't have to work and don't have to go out, you want to stay inside. But you want to find things that you can do inside. Redecorate a room, clean up something, clean out a closet, start your spring cleaning early. Just do something productive while you're stuck in the house. Exactly. Get a good book. That'll always take your mind away. So here's how to overcome loneliness and make that connection. The first one is deepen an existing relationship. Building new connections is very important, but improving your existing relationships can also be a great way to combat loneliness. Call up that old friend you haven't talked to in a while. Somebody comes up, give them a call, check in on them, see how they're doing. Try calling a friend or a family member you haven't spoken to in a while. Remember that research tells us to take anywhere from 40 to 60 hours to move from an acquaintance to a casual friendship. From 80 to 100 hours to call someone a friend. And over 200 hours of togetherness before making a best friend.
How about that?
I'm going to just tell you to take your time. There's no rush to find that quick friend. Take your time. Because people can be deceiving these days. I mean, there's a lot of fakes and frauds out there. You just really want to take your time. The next one is put yourself out there. I mean, really put yourself out there. Lonely people often expect rejection. So put yourself out there. You can expect to get a few no's, but eventually there will be some yeses. So keep asking. The next one is connect to your community. Volunteering or engaging in social events like park runs, community planting days present great opportunities to meet people and cultivate new relationships and social interactions with people who share interests in the common that you do.
Exactly.
That's just a given. Find something that you love doing and connect with people that love doing the exact same thing. Or do your artist business. I threw that in there too. We're in this company artists, and we just have such a connection. It's just like we're family.
Right.
We're truly family here, and we really are. The next one is hope for the best. Just hope for the best. Lonely people often expect rejection.
Automatically.
So instead, try focusing on positive thoughts and attitudes in your social relationships. Go in just looking for something good to happen. Stay on that positive side. The next one is understand what triggers your loneliness. There are physical and mental repercussions to loneliness. Make a plan for particular times of the year or the week that you feel most lonely and plan accordingly. That's why we're doing this report, because Valentine's Day is coming. Everybody's not going to be happy. You'll be seeing the flower truck pull up to your neighbor's house, everybody getting flowers on the block, and your doorbell didn't ring. So don't get discouraged because nobody sent you flowers.
Please don't.
Or send yourself some flowers.
A lot of people do that too.
A lot of people do
They
that
send
too.
themselves
Absolutely.
their own flowers.
The next one, it says join a social group. Here we go. Explore things like meetup groups where people from your area with similar interests can get together. You might also consider planning a book club. You can start a book club, a sports group, or taking an exercise class. That always helps. Once you're moving and you get in the class, try Pilates. I'm telling you will absolutely love it. Or go to the gym or the Y and just jump in one of these little dance classes. You don't have to know all of the moves, but you're giving it a try. Go to the back of the room and do your own thing. Exactly.
You might just like it.
And you feel it in the morning too.
That you might not like, but you'll feel it.
But movement is medicine, and
Yes,
it works. It's just
Yes,
getting your blood going. So the next one is
and doing that, you never know who you're going to meet.
Absolutely.
That's the whole idea.
That is the whole idea.
Come on.
And just don't go once.
No.
You go and you did a little something, and I looked around and I didn't see nobody. Yeah. Do it again.
You're going to find that workout partner
just
there.
Do it
you
again.
Watch.
I mean, I don't think anybody's in the gym just yet, but come March, everybody going to be in the gym trying to get in shape for the spring and the summer.
Area.
Exactly. But they're out there. The gyms are there. Or you don't have to get a membership and go to the gym. You could go for a walk. Go to the mall. Walk around the mall. Go to Barnes and Nobles. I was telling about Barnes and Nobles. Go to Barnes and Nobles. Get a book and sit on the floor. Read a good book.
Should you get a banana muffin?
Get a banana muffin and sit on the floor.
You won't be lonely anymore.
You really won't. There's so many things and they don't fix the Barnes and Nobles up like it's a living room.
That's exactly what it looks like.
They got fireplaces and
everything
in there. Little chairs up in the little nooks in the little hole in the
walls. They want you
to
feel at home.
They really do.
And they give you that atmosphere.
And it's so much, people going to college to get degrees. You can get your own degree right out.
You can sit right there and read all day long if you want to.
Get all the information you need right there. The next one is talk to someone who you can trust. Reaching out to someone in your life to talk about what you are feeling is very, very important. And this can be an old friend or a family member. You might also benefit from talking it out with a psychologist if you're finding it difficult to manage your thoughts and emotions. If you need to talk to a professional, get to talk to a professional. Exactly. They got all kinds. Go Google it. It's Googleable. They got psychiatrists over the phone. You don't even have to leave your house. They look it up. You can call them from your living room. You can be sitting on the side of your bed and talking to a psychiatrist. But don't hold all that stuff inside. And if you don't want to talk to somebody, I say get a journal. Get you a notebook. Put all your feelings and thoughts in this notebook. I mean, write everything down. Everything that's bothering you, write it down. When you go back maybe a month or 2 months from now, you'll look at that and go, oh my God, I was in a terrible place. But just get it out. Don't hold all that stuff in. It is important to seek help if you're feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or noticing any other effects of your own mental health or that the other people around you. So like I said before, there's 3 healing agents of loneliness. You have awareness, you have acceptance, you have empathy and compassion. Those are the 3. So we're going to just get right into the awareness part of it. It says when you feel intensely alone, you can gain a sense of connection with three healing agents. This is how you can heal now.
So take some notes.
The first one is awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Begin healing by bringing awareness to your experience. Pay attention to the sensations. That's a loudness in your chest. Be aware of your thoughts, your thinking. Open up to your emotions. You want to note your actions as well. If you're crying or you isolating from others, write all that stuff down, like I said. But you got to be aware of what's going on. Many people intensely try to avoid their loneliness, such as watching too much TV, watching YouTube videos, playing video games, overeating, sleeping a lot. These are just some things people will try to distract from, but you got to be aware. Can't fix what you don't acknowledge. You got to have an awareness of it. Or they may keep busy with the ever-growing list of chores and activities. If there's an issue, you want to make awareness of that issue.
Mm-hmm.
Don't keep pushing it under the rug, because now you're going to have a little lump in the rug.
And it's going to get bigger and bigger.
Exactly. You cannot fix what you don't acknowledge.
Exactly right.
You have to have an acknowledgement of it, an awareness of it. This might be a little problem. I might need to talk to somebody about this. If you see a pattern and you get stuck in that pattern, that's how you can come up out of it. The next one is acceptance. This is how you heal from loneliness, the acceptance. Once you are aware of your loneliness, it becomes impossible to not know that it's there, despite attempts to distract from it or trying to numb it with drugs or alcohol. So instead, choose to acknowledge and stay with that feeling. This is the work of acceptance. It means accepting that the experience is with you and not that you want it to stay. So you got to be aware of it so you can feel it, you can deal with it, so you can heal it.
There you go.
I got that from Yolanda Van Zandt. I love when she said that. So as you attend to your loneliness, you might feel a pull to blame yourself. You might label yourself as unlovable or worthless. Or you might hyper-focus on flaws and mistakes, finding everything wrong with yourself. Everybody got flaws and everybody got mistakes, so you're not alone with that. It says by placing yourself under a microscope, you might be unconsciously trying to both prove an unfitness and look for ways to fix yourself so you are acceptable to others. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Either they're going to like you for who you are, or that's not your people.
Correct.
Just keep it moving. For real. Everything, you weren't put here for everybody to like you. I just want everybody to know that. You were not put here for everybody to like you. Everybody don't like everybody. So you got to find your village. You got to find your peeps. And I'm going to tell you, everybody that come with you can't go with you.
And that's for real.
That's something I had to learn myself.
Yep,
everybody that's in your corner,
there.
Exactly. Everybody that's in your circle ain't in your corner. Sometimes you got to find out the hard way, unfortunately. But as you grow, you learn.
And that circle can be the whole purpose of why you're feeling that way right now. You have to change that dynamic, change that circle.
It could be.
And you got to get out there and find there are other alternatives. Don't soak in it. Don't dwell in it. Don't keep letting that push you down and keep you lonely. Get out there.
We had to have that conversation with our grandson, our oldest grandson. You know, the ones that you graduate with, you think they're going to always be around or be your friends.
Right.
But when he found out that they didn't have any ambitions and they didn't want to do anything, every weekend they want to.
And he's spending money on that.
Exactly. Every weekend they want to go get high or celebrate or something. He said, celebrate what? Y'all didn't do anything.
Exactly.
So I was like, you can outgrow people.
Which
you can definitely outgrow people. That's why I said everybody that come with you can't go with you because they're not ready to go with you. And you have to understand that.
And you're going to keep moving.
That's it. Just let them go. Just let them go. So it also says these misguided efforts to alleviate the loneliness are likely to only feel or make you feel worse if you start doubting yourself. So when you are aware of having these kinds of thoughts, choose to stop trying to explain your experiences. Focus instead on how you are in emotional pain. That's why I said you got to feel it, you got to deal with it, then you can heal it. Chances are that you'll want to jump out of that awareness with the same problematic thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So do what you can to note this, and again, choose to return to just being aware of it and accepting of your loneliness. You don't have to get stuck there. You really don't. And when I say you're not alone, you're really not alone. Everybody goes through loneliness at some point in their
Absolutely.
life. You know, it could be a loss in the family. You know, the holidays just went by and family members weren't there that was there the year before. You can find loneliness at any turn. And it's how you deal with it. It is truly how you deal with it. And you don't have to get stuck there. You don't. So the next one is empathy and compassion. It is important to know that feeling lonely is part of the human experience. It is. As long as you blinking and breathing, my mama said you're going to go through something for real. So as you become aware of it and accept your loneliness, it can help to practice empathizing with your loneliness by reminding yourself that most people share the experience at some time or another.
Absolutely.
What I just said. So in other words, you are far from alone despite how you feel. That's
and
just
that's
a
for
given.
real.
Finally, just as you would show compassion to someone else who was lonely, practice seeing yourself from this compassionate perspective. Just take care of yourself. When you're feeling down, do something good for yourself. It will make you feel good. It really does.
Go shopping.
Go shopping. Buy yourself something new. Treat yourself to
Get
lunch.
get a new plant, right?
Oh, yeah. Go get yourself a new plant. That's my weakness is a plant. I'll go get me a plant in a minute. So it says the ability to connect with yourself and other people is essential to physical and emotional well-being. So along with confronting yourself, thinking about reaching out to supportive people in your life, just take a deep breath. Just stop and just take a deep breath. Pick up the phone to call or text or ask for support in whatever form that you may need it. Or go somewhere where you can just be around people. Go to the mall. If all of this feels beyond you and you are so lonely that nothing seems to help and the struggle is chronic, consider seeking therapy. Nothing wrong with therapy. Whole lot of people in therapy in 2026. You are not alone in that aspect either. So working with a therapist might help you move past this impasse. Ultimately, truly connecting with others will help you alleviate your loneliness and feel more connected and happier. I say, family, find your peace so you don't be in pieces.
In pieces. Isn't that what?
That is,
I
love that, and I use it all the time. Find your peace, family.
So you don't.
And we said this at the convention. We always say this. We have more time behind us than we have in front of us. What are you going to do with the rest of your time here? Don't waste it. Enjoy. Make this the best half of your life that you possibly can.
And that's
it doesn't always have to cost. It doesn't always have to be money. You could go to the mall and go for a walk. You could walk in the park. Go
window shop.
Window shop.
People do it all the time.
Play with pets. Get you a pet. Get grandkids. Play with your grandkids. Go to a nursing home and just sit with some of them. Let them tell you some of their stories. They would love to have the company. You won't be alone. They would love to see you there. But there's things that you can do to help pull yourself out of this. You don't have to stay there. And loneliness is very, very real. But I just want you to know you're not alone.
That's right. Choose joy. Hey, Pastor V, how you doing?
You really, really are not alone. So
you said choose joy.
I'm telling you, you have to choose joy because there's enough evil. It's enough. It's enough going on in this world. Don't nobody need to add to it.
Don't nobody need to add to what's
It's
going on.
enough. It's enough.
More than enough.
More than enough. So find your joy. Find your joy. Find your happiness. Make your house your safe space, or find a room in your house. If you got to share the house with
Mm-hmm.
7 other people, find you a room in the house. Fix up a
Mm-hmm.
closet. Go sit in the closet.
You said go sit in the closet.
Just find you some peace. I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling you. You got to do what you got to do, especially in 2026, because we're not getting, nobody's getting out of here alive. We're just not. So you got to really put yourself in a safe space where you can talk to somebody, or somebody can share something with
Mm-hmm.
you, and you can come up out of this. And like I said before, get yourself a journal. Put your thoughts down on paper, put it in a journal, and then just continue to write in it every day. And what also will help with that is gratitude. I wrote that down. Get in the mood of gratitude. The more you are grateful for, just think
Yeah.
about, don't dwell
Mm-hmm.
on what you don't have, dwell on what you do have.
Because there's people out
Be
there that have a whole lot less,
whole lot less, and they
in a
not
worse position than
complaining.
you are.
Exactly. So get in that mood of gratitude. Be happy for the little things, that you got a
Mm-hmm.
roof over your head. You ate today. You got shoes on your feet. You're not homeless in this cold weather out here. How many
Right,
people
right.
died from the cold weather?
Over 20 people now. It's about 20 right now in
Froze.
Jersey alone.
Froze from
Mm-hmm.
being out homeless outside.
Mm-hmm.
They froze. You know, they had the trucks to go around and pick up people, but a
Right,
lot of them
right.
don't want to go to these
They don't.
shelters. And they froze outside. 22 people froze outside. So just be grateful for the little things. If you write down 3 things every night that you're grateful for, that list will start to grow. You grateful that you got a good wig this week. You grateful that you can still fit into them jeans.
Mm-hmm.
You grateful you got food in the house. You got a cracker. You got peanut butter and jelly. You got something to eat in that house. Find something that you're grateful for, and he will give you more things to be grateful for.
Indeed.
So we got to get into that mood of gratitude. Get in that attitude of gratitude. And just be thankful for the little things. Because like Reggie said, there's so many people that's a whole lot worse off, and they're not soaking in it. They are grateful for what they have. So that's going to be our report on loneliness today. And here in our company, artists, we have health and wellness. We have products that can help get your mind right, because this is definitely a mind thing. You got to feed your mind good, nutritious food and supplements. You have to. We've been in this nutritional company for 17 years. It's working for us.
Mm-hmm.
It's working for our partners. We got something across the board for any issue that you may have. You get into a good plant-based diet. We got to put down so much meat. You got to put away so much dairy. You got to feed your body good things. Good things in, good things out. And everything that you put in goes straight to your head first. So everything is working from the top to way down. So you want to eat good. You want to think good. You want to get a good night's sleep as well. That's our report next week.
Sleeping.
Sleep deprivation.
Mm-hmm.
Your body can't heal if you're not getting any sleep.
And there's a whole lot of people not getting
Whole
sleep.
lot of people not getting any sleep at all. So these are some nutritional products that we have. We have something for anything that ails you. We have the products. The good book is what God says about you. So get into the good book too. Feed your mind with good things. I mean, really, really good things. Because you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. Philippians 4:13. Come on now, family. We got to do what we got to do. So get in contact with whoever invited you to this program. Just ask about these products, because we got something for every single
Absolutely
thing.
do.
Keep your immune system strong, especially in this weather and all these cooties that's going around out here. You don't
All
want to
these
catch
different viruses,
anything.
the flus,
Different viruses,
all kind
and
of
flus,
things.
and
You
shots,
wanna
and
protect
pneumonia,
yourself.
and measles. And
You gotta
keep
protect
your
yourself.
immune system strong. If you're constipated and backed up, we got something for constipation. A lot of people are just full of it. They just backed up.
Right.
We have an ultra body cleanse that can detox your system. We got products that you can put back into your system to strengthen your system. We got green 29. These are vegetables. You can't eat your vegetables, you can take your vegetables. We got omegas. Omegas are for your joints. They're for your brains. From head to toe, your omegas are good for you. Everybody needs a good omega. 3, 6, and 9. A good fish oil to lubricate those joints so you're not pinging and popping when you're getting up and sounding like a box of dominoes trying to go to the bathroom. Your knees are still functioning. We got coffees that have mushrooms in it, healthy mushrooms to help build a good, strong brain. We got a memory fusion for your brains. That's brain food. You see all these commercials on these products that they have on the market for brain
There's
memory.
tons of them out there.
Tons of them out there. We have our own. We have a shield. This is immune booster, and it has a elderberry in it
Zinc.
to cut the flu short. So if you got all this congestion, because now they got this thing out here, this RSV. Now they're talking about a new COVID-19 is getting ready to hit the market where it's taking people breath away. Keep your immune system strong. Make that homemade soup. It's winter time. Make those homemade soups that you can eat off of for a couple of days. We got pure noni. Pure noni will help with anything that's ailing you. It will. You can't sleep. We got coral calcium. We're going to definitely talk about that next week. You got coffees. We got a weight loss coffee. Yes, you can drink coffee and lose some weight.
That's a whole market in itself.
A whole market by itself. We got a meal replacement. We got our NutriShake. We got another coffee, collagen coffee. You see all these commercials with collagen in it. Collagen this, collagen that. They're putting it in dog food now, but collagen is for tightening up your skin. Everybody wants that youthful look. Nobody wants to look like they aging. So we got something for every single thing that may be ailing you. We could put together a combination for you. So get in contact with whoever got in contact with you to get on this program.
Exactly.
You're not alone, family. You just got to know that you're not alone. And you got to do your part. We can't do it for you. You got to do your part. I always say, put your oxygen mask on first before you can help anybody else. So take care of yourself first. You're important. You're worth it. So if nobody told you this,
now you know.
Now you know. For real, for real. Don't sleep on your health. Nothing tastes as good as healthy feels.
And don't put a price on it.
You can't.
You cannot put a price on your health at all. That should be primary.
Primary. Everything else falls to the wayside.
Absolutely.
If you got cable, what we say, cut your cable off and take care of yourself until you get back to health.
You need more time? Stop watching TV.
There you go. You got to do that. You got to do what you got to do, for real. A lot of people don't want to hear that. What I'm going to do, just sit in it. Take a product and go do a sit-up.
Exactly. Go take a walk.
Run around the dining room table.
Skip to my loo or something. Just go do something.
You got to do your part, family, for real.
On. We know we're laughing, but it's for real.
It is for real, because people are not moving. People are not moving. I'm going to bring that report, too. That might be coming up in March. Sitting is the new smoking. Everybody's sitting on their assets and they're not moving.
Not doing anything.
So that's just like smoking a whole pack of cigarettes. If you're not moving, you're not giving your heart allowed that pumping time to get up and move about. So we are the Power Couple of Health. You can follow us on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel.
Yes.
You can reach out to us through WhatsApp, or if you just want to talk or communicate or just have somebody to talk to. I always got a listening ear. Somebody's always calling me for something. So I'm got a listening ear. But you're not alone, family. I just want you to know that you're not alone.
And we are here to serve. So whatever you need, we're here for you. Just reach out. Don't be silent. Just don't be silent. Reach out and let's see what we can do to move you forward. All right?
There you go.
That's why we're here.
So we want to say that if nobody tells you this weekend, happy Valentine's Day.
That's right. And we love you too.
We love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. For real. That's our motto over here at Flanagan's. So that's going to complete our report this evening on loneliness.
That's right.
52 million people suffer from loneliness. That's 1 in 5. So you're not alone.
You're not. Find your laugh.
There you go. Find something to laugh about. Laugh at yourself. A lot of people can't even laugh at themselves. But that's where we are, family. Next week, we're talking about sleep deprivation, just how important sleep really is.
Absolutely.
You wondering why you can't move forward because you're not getting any sleep. Why you're not healing. You're not getting any sleep. Your body is not resting. You're not getting any sleep. So we're going to help you move forward with that
Indeed.
next Wednesday. So what do you got over there, Mr. Flanagan?
Well,
Any
everybody
comments
disagreeing?
over
Yes,
there?
yes,
Anybody
yes.
want to
And
say
happy
anything?
Valentine's Day, everybody. Yes, yes. Ms. Bernadette
Absolutely.
Smith is connected. Dr. Pastor Vanessa Witherspoon is connected. Hey, doctor.
Hey, Pastor V.
How you doing? We got Carmela.
I took my glasses off.
Yeah, Camille.
Hey, that's my
That's
niece. Oh,
Camille.
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 That's the boys you want to talk to.
Yeah.
That's my niece.
Hey, Camille, how you doing?
She got 3 boys and they went out shoveling snow. You
They did.
You didn't see any kids out shoveling snow.
I want to talk to them because it reminded me of myself when I was younger. I look at snow as white gold.
That was money making. We all did that.
But today's generation,
You couldn't get these jokers to come out the house.
I'm off subject, but
I know.
just it is what
But
it is.
Camille, we're gonna get in contact with you because Reggie really wanted to talk to the boys. He said that when I showed. One of the boys made almost $800, over $800 shoveling snow. One made $300. I think the other one
White
made
gold.
$500
White
shoveling
gold.
snow. Teenage boys.
Come on.
People are raising privileged kids that think
Come
that
on
you
now.
owe them everything. They earn their money. I thought that
I'm
was
proud of it.
fantastic. Exactly. So we'll be
All right.
calling you, Camille. So again, family, thank you for tuning in.
Absolutely. And we'll see you on the next Awareness Wednesday prime time. And again, we love you. And again, there's nothing you can do about it.
Share this information
Absolutely.
out, family. We're going to get some more people on this call. Get these numbers up. This
Absolutely.
information needs to be heard.
So get back with us if you need to reach out to us. We're here for you. All right? We are artist family members and want to make sure you are too.
There you go.
All right?
God bless you,
God bless
family.
you guys. Take care, and we'll see you on the next Awareness Wednesday prime time.
Be safe out there.
Have a great rest of your week.